What's going on, guys? This is Boosted here, bringing you another war recap from Ohiowhthse. This time we're going up against a clan. I'm probably going to botch this name all up. I mean, YTSEJAM? I don't know. Or maybe it's something backwards. Who knows? But this is one of those wars where, God, everybody was just kind of off, man. Everybody struggled. We didn't really have anybody that just kind of brought home the bacon, per se. I mean, myself, I had a pretty off war. Some of our other top hitters had a pretty off war. It was a smaller one, so the score wasn't so big. And, you know, when you get the smaller wars like this, sometimes it can be really fun. Sometimes it can be super stressful. Because when you have, 10 or 12 players, maybe 15 players, you really got to make sure those attacks count. And it was a tough one. It was very much a tough war this last round. And just a heads up on some of the stats here, like look at some of the 3-stars, like 6 for 6, 4 for 2, like this come down to the wire. And the score reflects it, 26-23. We barely pulled this one off. And like I said, I'll speak for myself. I know I was struggling this war. Had a couple other attackers that were struggling this war. But on the brighter side, we did have a couple 6-packs this war. Just to kind of showcase some of those guys. Logan's a bit of a bit of a new face over here, so he brought himself 6 stars home, and Rhino got himself 6 stars. So a good job, man. Hats off to you two. And we're going to show a couple of the attacks here, just to kind of break off into a piece of what's going on. And we're going to start at the top this time. Usually we start at the bottom and go up, but this time we're going to start at the top and go down. We're going to start with my man Harvey. This guy, love this guy. He's awesome. So Harvey is gonna bring here just pretty much a standard Valk attack for Town Hall 10. I mean, this is, God, these ringus bases, these big open bases like this are just so susceptible to these kind of attacks. And my big guys can recognize that. Goat, Harvey, these guys can just do some hurt. Kurt can hurt you pretty bad up there if you bring one of these crazy bases. Gets the easy lure. Gonna bring the Hound out. Hounds, man, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with Hounds on the CC. They take a lot of time, don't get me wrong. But just going to ×2 through this. They take a lot of time. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Man, I don't know. I guess if your base is designed a certain way, it could be a good thing. But I'm still on the fence, man. Because every time I see one, I'm not scared of it at all. I would prefer a Hound and a CC on offense just because I know I'm not worried about it. Unless I'm doing some crazy queen walk and she's getting locked up into something. But that's about it. Drops of Valkyrie. Check out the line of the redheads. It's just a train. They're just going to get in there and just wreck. That queen is done. These infernos are done. The core is done. Drops the freeze. Gets the king on the freeze. Gets the king. Watch this. It's like chopping an ice statue. Get him. Get him. He's down. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Wizard's over here behind Harvey's king. He's doing some tanking. Valks are chewing up through the wall. He heals that big patch up because he knows he's going to need him. And Harvey, you're the best at it, man. You know it. Here we go. The cleanup Valks through the wall. There they go. Sweet. All the way around the outside. Go get them, girls. Get to walking. All right, well, ×2 here. It's pretty easy cleanup from this point on. He's got a lot of Valks left. Yeah, Tesla, bombs, blah, blah, blah. But, man, when you got that many Valkyries left on the map, it's over. Dunzo. 3 stars in the bag. Easy. I say easy. It's Town Hall 10. Not even close to easy. Don't let me get that confused. All right, moving on down. Number 3. Mr. Goat. Mr. Goat. What you bringing, Goat? Imagine that. Oh, yeah, I know why I want to show this one. Okay, so Goat sometimes gets to step down and swing a little lower than he should, and it's totally a bully attack. I know, but he's got this 8 Quake attack, and if you look at this base, there's not that many compartments if you look at it horizontally. I mean, vertically, yeah, there's quite a few, but if you look at it horizontally, you can break this up in like a Z shape and get through the entire base, and that's what Goat does with his 8 Quakes. He just finds a section and knows, oh, that's 8 tiles wide. Boom, I'll take that section. Looks for another section diagonally across. Hey, that's 8 tiles wide, and I'll take that section too while I'm at it. And boom. Look at that. If you look at the base, the whole base is open. Like 100% of the base is completely open. Brings in his golems. They start in the funnel. Excuse me. Here comes wall breakers. They're down. He's basically just going to get his funnel in, get his Valkyries in there. He just pretty much just drop a bunch of Valks into something like this. Call it a day because they're going to run around. You got to follow them with some heal, follow them with the rage. Now the clan castle's triggered, and luckily it locks on to a smaller pack of Valks, locks onto the golem, so it's not going to hurt too much, because if those drag loons was to lock onto his Valks, ruin his parade super early. So luckily that's locked onto the CC. He's got his Valks on the outside, just like Harvey. You know, my Town Hall 10s take notes from each other, so they're like, hey man, them cleanup Valks work like a boss. Go get them. So at this point in time, the CC is still up. You know, it looks kind of scary. I mean, when you got a drag loon combo coming at you, you got no more tanks left. Your queen's way on the other side of the base. Check him out. It's a race. Go on now, get. Go, 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 go. The drag's coming. It's going to get you. The drag is going to get you. And right now it's just a race against time. You know, as long as the Valks take them buildings down, CC's not an issue. Queen's on the last punch, and done. But yeah, it was going to be ugly, man. You're about to lose them CC troops. Awesome, but there's the enemy CC stayed up the whole time. It's crazy, super crazy. All right, moving on down number 5. Like I said, this is a small war. Recap's going to be pretty quick. This is going to be Logan. This is going to be one of his 3-star hits. Logan recognizes this as just a straight up bacon base. Just no gaps, no spaces, nothing. It's so tight and compact, you can pretty much do whatever you want to it. There's no real buildings on the outside to funnel. A base like this is just black and white. It's so easy to read. And you just spread your golems, bring a couple wizards, kill the first line of the base, basically pick a side, preferably the queen side, so you can get in there and get to her, get that over with. Drops wall breakers down, and his heroes are going in. They're going to take 2 walls and 3 walls. Look at that. Wall breakers got all 3 walls. Wall breakers under rage are just gnarly. Here come the surgical hogs. His tanks are in the middle, so they've got pretty much everything aggroed right now at this point. His hogs are just going to run around untouched. He's got 8 more. He's going to bring them in here in a minute. Reinforce the first 2 groups. Here they come. And they're just going to follow him around with the heal spells. He's got 2 heal spells. He just dropped 1. He's got 1 more heal spell left. He's got 40% of the base down. He's got just a little bit of core left, but if you think about it, or if you look at it, he's got a golem in there still tanking for him. His king's in there beating away on the town hall. There's his last heal spell. He's got a big old pile of hogs. They're just now getting into it. There's just too much bacon left on the map. This base doesn't stand a chance. The king itself, you know, the defending enemy king can really do some damage to some hogs if they stay around too much. But luckily his keep moving a good bit, and then they immediately turn on him. And look what? Poison on the king, slow that rate of defense down, slow his DPS down, let the hogs do some work on him. Bye-bye, king. Times 4 to clean up. It's over with. Logan, debut, my friend. Good job. Keep it up, man. That's going to wrap this one up, guys and gals. Like I said, this was a struggle for us. It wasn't the best kind of turnout for everybody. You know, you have those wars where it's just an off night, man. You got to shake it off, keep going, and look forward to seeing you on the next recap. Peace.